Welcome to the exciting action on the bank track. This action coming away from the Oakland Coliseum Arena in Oakland, California, and it features the Pioneers and the Jolters. This is Walt Harris and Kenny Consulman to call the action in this game. We're picking up that action in the opening moments of the fifth period of play, the first period in the last half, with the score: the Pioneers 18 and the Jolters 20. Jolters in the blue and the black, the Pioneers in the red and the blue. This is the championship round game you're looking at. To the top teams in the league. 20-18, the Jolters lead the Pioneers. Here we go. Just under 8 minutes to go in this period of play. Joni Weston blocking up front in the pivot helmet. Jammers are getting out of the dough. We have Francine Koshu, number 55, out for the Pioneers. Barbara Baker with her. A block on Baker by Koshu, and that cleared away. Jan Vallow whipped out of the pack by Rose Duran. Jan Vallow, the big star of this Jolter club, moving on Francine Koshu. Hard blocks in there. Koshu is down. And away goes Jan Vallow to try and score. She is the pivot skater. She has all the rights of a jammer because the jammer started the play. When she gets up to the pack, for every member of the opposing team she passes, she will get credit for a point. Joni Weston back to the block for the Pioneers, the Golden Girl. An all-time great, Joni Weston. Pam Kaniva trying to block Joni Weston out of there. Vallow hitting her. They're double-teaming Weston to try and get her out of the way so Vallow can score. Kaniva hits her, then Vallow hits her. Now it's Vallow. Another block on Weston by Kaniva. Vallow with a block in there. Vallow might score now. She does. Weston is down, and she cuts off the jam. That's Jan Vallow cutting off the play. Kaniva would hit her from the front. Vallow would hit her from behind. They double-teamed Weston until they finally got her off balance. Vallow was able to put her down and go by for the 1 point. So the Jolters now lead the Pioneers 21-18 with 6:34 to go here in this period of play. Ken, I meant to ask you, those dinners they held, I know last year at the Stockyard Inn where they meet the skaters, how successful were they?
Walt, the Stockyard Inn has done that with several different events at the amphitheater, and I think it's safe to say that the Pioneer dinners were the most successful of any of them that they've held. The fans enjoyed it tremendously, the skaters did too, and it was a heck of a bargain.
I know, every time I'd read about it, tell the people it was coming up, I thought, gee, I'd like to be there myself. Here we go. Rose Duran whipped out of the pack by Barbara Baker. With her, though, is Rita Williams, number 50 for the Pioneers. The Pioneers are missing Sherry Eric. She is out of the lineup with an injury, and she is a good one. They've also signed another good one who's going to join the club, and that is Debbie Cho, who's a future Pioneer. Rose Duran, rather, with that block on Rita Williams, and Rose Duran moves away. So she is trying to score here for the Jolters now. For every member of the opposing team she passes, she will get credit for a point. Blocking in there by Williams that time, and Duran picks herself up, and she'll try again. And again, she's decked by Rita Williams, who's enjoying herself out there on the bank track. And again, Rose Duran, number 4 of the Jolters, is down. Rita Williams, number 50, doing the blocking back there. Remember, she was once out on the jam. She was eliminated by Rose Duran. Vallow back to try and help her teammate. She's at the head of steam and off balance. She decks Rose Duran instead, picks her up. Time running short now. Again, Rita Williams in the block, and Duran is down. Vallow decks Rita Williams, but then she falls onto her teammate Duran. It kept her from getting up and moving by Rita Williams for a point. But Vallow, trying so hard to help her teammate there, kept knocking her teammate down after she put Rita Williams down, Ken.
Sometimes you can put a little bit too much effort into it, but Rita Williams is really a gal that's matured as a Pioneer. A little trouble down there with Rose Duran right now.
Oh, Duran with the knee into Rita Williams. Now Rita Williams fighting back. Look at that red hair flying. Another right hand. Rita Williams clobbered in there by Rose Duran. And down she goes hard. Penalty on Rose Duran. Don't know if they called one of Rita Williams or not. She might have been defending herself. Vallow claims she's got the winner. Rose Duran, well, she can think about her laurels while she's in the penalty box, leaving her team short-handed. Oh, I guess Rita Williams drew a penalty also. That means each team will be short a skater for this next jam. 21-18 is the score. The Jolters lead the Pioneers. 4 minutes to go here in the fifth period of play. Why don't you pick up the action here, Ken, as these jammers move out?
Okay, Walt, the pack is together now. Jammers beginning to move up. Each team is skating down a player. Penalties to be sat out. Jolters, the jammer on top. That's Barbara Baker. And Francine Koshu right behind her. Secondary jammers, and Koshu eliminated by Baker. Terry Lewis outnumbered 2-1 now. Blocking there by Pam Kaniva. And Lewis is taken out of the play. Koshu and Lewis still moving, but they are a long way behind. The Jolters the advantage here. Barbara Baker, Pam Kaniva. will face Johnny Weston on defense. Weston set and waiting. First in, blocked on the outside. Weston stays in there. Velo back trying to assist the Jammers now. Weston trying to contend with 3 Jolters here. So far outmaneuvering him. Now Velo, a block, eliminates Francine Cochu, the Pioneer Jammer. Jan Velo trying to get a block in on Weston. It doesn't take. Weston stays in there. Velo trying to assist. Here comes the Pioneer scoring threat again. Francine Cochu coming up for the Pioneers. Penalty times have expired out there. And time in this jam beginning to run out. There's the buzzer. And the officials ruled no score on the play. Jan Velo tried to get back to help, but time had run out. Remains 21-18, the Jolters leading.
Well, the Jolters had a lot of power back there at the end of that jam, at the rear of the pack, but they just couldn't move in there for points. Joni Weston did the job, yet all the time you had this figure that they might score, but maybe their teamwork was lacking, Ken. They had a blocker there, and they had 2 jammers until Cochu got into the picture.
If there was a place where the Jolters should have taken advantage and tried to take the momentum away from the Pioneers, that was it. The Pioneers trailing now by only 3 points. Certainly this game within distance for them.
2:15 to go in this championship round game, and we're in the 5th period of play. Pack is formed. Jammers starting for the rear of the pack there. The skaters with the stripes and the helms. Their job is to get out of that pack, circle the track, catch up with the pack, and then for each member of the opposing team they pass, they get a point.
Jammers moving back up here now. And the Jolters may have the jammer out on top if they can get a relay. Rose Duran reaching back with a whip to Pam Kaniva. All 4 jammers going to break out on it now. Pam Kaniva, Barbara Baker for the Jolters. Leading right now, Candy Jones for the Pioneers along with Rita Williams. And right now the Jolters trying to keep those Pioneer jammers back. Pam Kaniva moving out with a lead. Barbara Baker trying to keep Rita Williams and Candy Jones back. And Johnny Weston is going to be the Pioneer that Pam Kaniva faces. Here she comes, up on the rear of the pack. Kaniva would like a little help back there. Jan Velo looking back. Weston trying to stay in the middle here. Shot at Velo. Velo trying to get a block in on Weston. They got Weston in the middle now between Kaniva and Velo. And Weston trying to fight her way back out of it now. A shot at Jan Velo. A block back on Pam Kaniva. Velo hit. Kaniva hit back. Johnny Weston dishing out the elbows and the shoulders here. Kaniva blocked again. Secondary jammer starting to move up. Jan Velo is down. The Pioneer jammers are in. A total of 2 Pioneer points on that play. A great second effort by Rita Williams and Candy Jones coming out of the secondary. And let's not discount the blocking of Johnny Weston to eliminate Jan Velo. A block back on Pam Kaniva. Velo hit. Kaniva hit back. Johnny Weston dishing out the elbows and the shoulders here. Kaniva blocked again. A total of 2 Pioneer points on that play. A great second effort by Rita Williams and Candy Jones coming out of the secondary. And let's not discount the blocking of Johnny Weston to eliminate Jan Velo. So 21-20 the score, and the Pioneers have marched to within 1 point of the Jolters.
And we just have 30 seconds to go here in the 5th period of play. 1 point separating these 2 clubs in this championship round game. At the end of the half, don't forget, I will have an interview. I'd like to remind all the Pioneer fans, too, that their opening series is going to be against this tough Jolter club. Wait till you see their men's field. Boy, it's big and it is strong. 10 seconds to go here in the 5th period of play. They're getting the pack organized, but I don't think they'll get any points in here. Sometimes they settle a few old scores in a situation like this. These girls have a lot of old scores, and they don't forget them. Now that's the whistle that signals the end of the 5th period of play. Good, fast-moving period in there. Still anybody's game in this championship round game. But anything can happen. Buddy Atkins, the senior, talking to the girls as they come off the track, maybe telling them what they did wrong or what he wants them to do when they go back into action in the 7th period of play, while the men are getting on the track and ready to get the next period underway. And you'll look at the size of the Jolter. There's Buddy talking to Joni Weston. Encouragement. She did a fine job out there in that period for the Pioneers, but then that's no surprise because Joni Weston always does a great job. Score here at the end of the 5th period of play is the Pioneers 20 and the Jolters 21.